I'm son of Mowgef. I'm playing Species. And I'm not going to lie, I've been having issues. A while back, got a suggestion from one of my subscribers saying that you should create a small island with the creatures on it and then fill the water with carnivores so they have to venture into the water to get food and see what happens. I have been trying to do that for almost a week and it's not been going well at all. I created a shark-like creature and it refused to live long enough to establish a population. Then I made an aggressive crab species that had the same problem. I then tried with something a little bit like a jellyfish. That wouldn't work. So I thought, let's back up. Let's take a completely different approach. And that's what today's going to be about. I'll warn you, this episode might be an absolute disaster. But it should be interesting. So what I'm going to do is start a new world with the basic potato creature, but the aquatic version, because this game comes pre-loaded with them. And I'll inject them with the DNA from the sharks that I made. And then, hopefully, what will happen is I'll be able to select a carnivorous version of the offspring that is somewhat shark-like, I guess. Export it, start a new world, use that creature to populate the new world, and then rinse and repeat to see if I can get a viable life form. It might not work. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So, bring you guys along for the ride. Why the hell not? If I click New World, customize, map editor. I've already got it set to ocean. Let's randomize the map a few times. One. Oh god. That'll do. One with large portions of ocean is what I'm looking for. Now, what else needs to do? I'll turn the nursery off because I won't need that. I'll stabilize the temperature just in case. I could flood the whole thing. I don't really want to do that. I could just move this up. Let's put it, I don't know, somewhere around there. For the reasons. And then if I go customize creatures, I can go initialize aquatic. For some reason, it won't let me change this value. I could just put the maximum value in and, deal with it. Let's have a look at this. I guess I'll put meat efficiency right up just to encourage carnivorous creatures and generate. And the music kicks in immediately because of course it does. Now, there should be just one species, and they should be aquatic potatoes, although it looks like some of them are on land. Why? Why do you do this? If I go species averages, it should be aquatic. It's currently an omnivore, which I guess is fine. If I reduce the land fertility and vastly increase the water fertility, that should encourage them to move into the water. The population is already going down low. Oh god. Oh, what is it with me in the clade diagram? I have a love-hate relationship with this damn thing. So this is what we've got. If I can find a population of them which is fairly large, I might be able to inject them. I might just do it now. I might just do this. And then I can gene splice. These are the shark creatures that I made. Not entirely shark looking. I'll just put that at 100 because of also the reasons. Go import. That should, when they breed, create mutants that are somewhat shark-like. I'm kind of worried about the fact they do not appear to be moving. Oh, they're asleep. That music stopped just as abruptly as it started. Now, I just need them to create offspring. Maybe if I speed things up. There we go. We've got a mutant. Hopefully this skyrockets. I mean, it went up and then it went back down again. So if I go to the clade diagram, vaguely shark-like. Also vaguely shark-like. That's a carnivorous fish. So we've got the potatoes. We've got these guys. Oh, they've now gone extinct. Well done, me. Wait a minute. If I should now. Let me just check and have a look at their swim speed is decent, but they're rapidly exhausted. Now, this is where the experimental part comes in. If I export that, and I'll just call it stage 1 and export it. It's kind of terrifying they keep going land. Like, land sharks have got to be the worst thing you could possibly imagine. I mean, look at this. Like, even the basic creature does not seem to be able to sustain its own population. It's one of the quirks of this as a game. Maybe if I get those and do it again, I can get something going. Again, we've got shark-like sort of... Oh, God. Yeah. That one's not bad. That's an aquatic carnivore. They're kind of hard to... Oh, it died. It died. They all died. God damn it. Some of these things that are coming out of here, look. Oh, good God. All we really need is an offspring that can survive for a while on its own. And then we can slowly adapt it into something that's shark-like. And then in the next episode, or in a couple of episodes, I can use that creature to do... I'm not even sure what I would call it. Like a survival map? Where a bunch of amphibious creatures have no food on the land and have to venture into the ocean that's populated with the aquatic carnivores. You can see... Oh my God. You can see this one's got a shark head and pretty much nothing else. It's just got a gigantic body for some reason. They haven't been surviving is a problem. I've got that one that I've exported. I could try that if things don't go well here, but I want to kind of stick around with this for a little while. I grab those and do it again. Just looking for one species which is a little bit more shark-like than the potatoes that can live off its own merits. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him teleport all over the goddamn place. Oh my God! Off he goes. Look, across the land. He's going to go sleep on land where he can't breathe. That doesn't seem particularly wise. It did reproduce and then die. Every time. Every damn time. Okay. So we're back to potatoes. Let me find some that are elsewhere. Some of them there. There's not a lot though. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them here. Excuse me. There we go. Like that, and I'll do another one of them. They get bigger, like really, really fast, but there's going to be some adaptation, some mutation, or variation, or however you want to phrase it. I never know how to phrase that properly, but hopefully you guys get the gist of things. That will have an advantage to its survival and thus increase in population, as opposed to just going extinct constantly. And I can use that one as a basis for a new jumping off point, and I can rinse and repeat. And every time they just keel over whenever I look at them. See, I think those genetics I imported into that creature caused them to become extinct. Which is not great. We've got a bunch of green potatoes over here. They weren't blue. No progress? Oh look, we've got him. Excuse me, I'm trying to select you. Will you please allow me to do so? Oh, that one's going to be dead any second. There we go. But again, it did produce offspring. Appears to be carnivorous, I think. There's only 4 of them in the whole damn word. It's a carnivore, it's aquatic. Also dead. But they do appear to be breeding before they die, which is a good thing. That will give them traits that will... I'm not really sure what happened there. That will, you know, improve their chances of survival. With each successive generation, they should be better and better at surviving. Oh my good God, that one's fleeing something. I mean, it's not so bad. Have a look. We've got 3 species, but only 8 individuals in the whole bloody planet. Look at this. This is a mutant. This is also... I mean, what the hell even is this? Yeah, there's only 3 of these, and I'm betting some of these are zombies. Okay, so that was a bit of a failure, but that's alright. What I can do is, hopefully, start another new world. I'll just click this a bunch of times. I like the way it's left a space for the nursery, despite the fact I've got no nursery selected. A little bit weird. Okay, so maybe if I do this... let's make it flat so the fertility is roughly the same everywhere. I'll leave this at the default, and I should be able to do this. Let's turn all of these off because these are the arc creatures. What happened to the one I exported? Did I mess up somehow? It wouldn't surprise me. Like, if I just throw a bunch of these guys in, these are the ones that I created. They don't work. It should keep my settings from last time. It's weird that I couldn't import them from the beginning, but I don't know actually. These guys, like, if you look at them, look, they don't even move. Oh, they do move. That's interesting. They weren't doing that before. They are also eating each other. They're not just carnivores. They're damn bloody cannibals. Carnivorous cannibals? I think that's how cannibalism works. Can you be a cannibal vegetarian? I think that's just plants eating other plants, is it not? There you go, look. The population just crashes pretty much immediately. Partly because the only food is each other, so they eat each other until they become extinct. Some of these are moving, and some of them are not. One of the problems I had with the sharks in particular was that they just refused to move. They would just sit still. I can't even select these. That's odd. Yeah, they would just sit still like this until they died. I dare say the same is going to happen. There you go, look. And the only ones that stay in the world are the zombies, and I think that's one there that I can't select. What is going on with this? There we go. Yeah, go. It's a zombie. Let's import, if I can, import creature. This one. Import. Oh, the population immediately crashed. Not a good sign. Although I did only import 100. I should have changed that really, shouldn't I? As long as they... What happened to here? That looks like an aeroplane. It's a roughly shark-shaped aeroplane, but it does look like an aeroplane, doesn't it? Somebody just painted their glider or whatever to look like a shark. Why is that amusing to me? I like the eyes on this one as well. Look, everything I make is shocked or like angry or depressed. You never get one that's just content with the way its life is going. Have a look. Oh, they all spawned there, and they're all zombies. Although something is changing. Oh, that's their temperature. Huh. This is less than ideal, right? Let me try again. Let me just try and import a bunch of them. Import creature. Experiments, that's what we're doing. What if I just do like 500? Just have 500 of these. Oh, I think it crashed while it was saving. Oof. Yep. Yeah, it did. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll just get things back up and running. Okay. Yeah, I just started up another new world and imported the sort of not quite sharks that I exported just a moment ago. You can see a bunch of them just lying on the beach. Let's see if they can establish some kind of population. How are you feeling? He's hungry and he's gone off to stalk something. He's scavenging. I think these guys are carnivores, are they not? They are. Part of the problem with it being like this is that they don't have anything to eat but each other, which causes a bit of an issue with the population. Like every creature eats every other creature. But I'm interested in why they do this. They just hang out. Look, it says hunt stalk, but it's not actually moving. Look how this one's swimming, look. It's like, well, it was sideways, with its tiny little tail going. But I want them to, well, live. For lack of a better phrase, I would prefer it if they, you know, lived. Population is apparently going down. Isn't great. If I... Let me think. If I just do a quick save, I'll just throw it on the auto save. It doesn't really matter. Put the speed up. Can we get them to just live? I keep trying to think of a better way of putting it. Just to not die. Already down into the 20s on the population. Which isn't awesome, is it? Some of those are going to be zombies as well. You can see the problem that I've been having pretty much all week with trying to sort this out. There's only one left, and that's got to be a zombie, hasn't it? I like the way that zombies are like canon now. I've just called them that once, and that's what they are now, yeah. And I'm not sure what to do to fix this. I guess I could populate the world with aquatic potatoes and then import these guys so that they've got a food source. Let me try that. If anyone's got better ideas, just throw your ideas on into the comments section. I'm gesturing wildly with my hands at nothing, but that would be, you know, if you're better at this than I am. I've played this game quite a lot and I'm still no good at it, but if you're better at this and you guys know if there's like some trick or something to getting these creatures to live, then I would be interested in hearing that, and very grateful at the same time. Go ahead and just make this flat. Is it a temperature thing? I didn't bother to look at the temperature they need to survive, and the water is always colder, isn't it, than the land? I could maybe try fiddling with that at some point. So if I customize, if I go like that, and just have a bunch of these. I didn't turn the nursery off, I don't think. Or did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. Okay, it says the population's going up already. Said that in a weird voice. Oh, hopefully. Can't see any of them. 250 of them on the world, and I can't really find any of them. Oh, look, there's some. And maybe I should just wait until the world's... Oh god, look, even these ones are fighting each other. Why are you guys fighting? I guess they are omnivores. They can eat each other. Yeah, maybe I should wait until there's like loads of these things and then import the prototype stage 1 early release edition sharks that I'm trying to breed and see if that helps, that they've got a food source other than their own species. Doesn't help that they're blue in blue water. That's a weird choice to make on behalf of the devs, but okay, let's speed things up. Alright, the population's going down. Oh, now it's gone up. Now it's gone up a lot. That's actually good. The more of these things, the better as far as I'm concerned. I guess what I could do is what I was doing before, is reduce the land fertility and increase the water fertility to try and keep them in the water. I can do that. Population's gone right back down. This is what surprises me. These are like pre-packaged creatures for the world, and they can't live off their own merit. It's like the potato creatures, when you start a world with them, they just go mad. They breed in such massive numbers, and they, you know, mutate and adapt and survive, and the same creature but in the water doesn't. It's bizarre to me. Absolutely strange and weird. But they do need time to adapt to this weird world that I've made for them, so shouldn't complain too much. I'm still having fun. This is the thing. Even like trying to work out how the mechanics of a game like this works is fun. A little frustrating, admittedly, but also very fun. Where are they all? I've just done like a circuit of the map and I can't find any of them again. They all off in the deep water somewhere. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them here that I just didn't see, apparently. But yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll keep this going for a while. I'll do a cut and hopefully this will, you know, when this gets like over 1,000, so the world's quite, you know, densely populated, I'll bring you guys back in and we'll import the sort of sharks that we've got and see what happens. Well, yeah, I might be able to tell from the fact that we're back to the title screen that things did not go well. The aquatic creatures that we had in that world just slowly diminished to 0, and instead of getting the extinction message, it just crashed to the desktop. I've got one more thing I want to try. I can't keep recording failures forever. And I apologise to the people that, you know, come to my channel for this content. But, I mean, if it won't work, then there's not really much I can do. But I've got something else that I can try that's worked previously. Now, if I force feed these creatures so that they're never short of energy, they'll breed in larger numbers. So I'm hoping if I bring up the autosave, you can see, look, it went right down just to these ones. If I grab these and I can force feed them, I nearly selected murder. Hopefully they'll breed. They'll breed in like large amounts. Although they don't appear to be moving. I just need them to get to a population that's sustainable. I keep selecting them and force feeding them. I mean, this isn't even the creature I'm trying to create. It's essentially just food for the creature that I'm trying to create. I could just use carnivorous potatoes to, you know, for the actual video that I want to do, but I've got to get something to work first. Oh dear, it's a little dumb, but if I increase the speed, just feed these things, like force feed them. Just have all the food you'll ever need. Just all of you. So that you don't die. Once the population is fairly high, I can save it and continue from there, but even with me force feeding them, the population is actually going down. Admittedly, they are... I think they're all out of the water currently. But, oh! I've got to be careful of that. If it deselects the creatures, I'll be messing with the fertility of the land instead of, you know, force feeding these things. I just need to get just a stable population. A few adaptations here and there, you know, a few changes in the gene pool should make all the difference. Of course, this artificial method of keeping them alive isn't entirely beneficial in the sense that when I stop force feeding them, they'll have to get their own food, which they won't be used to doing and will probably, you know, die off. Some of them, hopefully, will live. and that will, you know, be able to create a sustainable population. I feel like I've said the phrase sustainable population or sustain a population like 4 million times in this video, but it's probably one of the few correct phrases that I'll ever use, so I'm just going to continue doing that. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can not be dead. You can live. You can have long, productive lives. Trying to select as many as I can as well. Okay, population is increasing. This is good. I'm worried that it's going to crash because it does that a lot this game, but you know. Come on, guys. Come on. Keep breeding. Breeding is good. It allows changes and diversity in the gene pool. It allows for you guys to live. Live. It's going reasonably well at the moment. I bet it's exciting viewing for you guys, isn't it? Like, this is something you have to do, you know, you have to kind of force early access games to do what you want them to do sometimes. Come on, guys. Come on. Just get over 1,000 and then I'll stop force feeding you. And then you can spread out and do your own thing. It'll be fine. You can all do the living. It thinks I've got meat selected. I probably got a lot of meat. There we go. So if I stop force feeding them now, look how many there are. Population's still going up. I may have overdone it a little bit. Although it does appear that there's a lot of red splashes going on from them dying. But with so many in one place, I'm hoping they'll start to spread out and share food and territory and all that kind of thing. Oh god, here it comes, the population crash. Come on, guys, you can do it. You can live. You can... It's not going well, is it? You can do it. You can survive. I don't believe in you, but I do believe in the me that believes in you. There's some kind of hope there. It's already back down to 300. What is going on here? It's a mass extinction! These super basic creatures cannot even survive on their own merits. I don't know if it's too hot or too cold, or if it's something to do with the world or the creatures themselves, but you'd think a basic potato type creature that just lives in the water instead of on land would do quite well, like the land potato creatures do. The population just keeps declining. It just keeps going down. I could go back to force feeding them, but I really don't think that will happen. I kind of need them to evolve, for lack of a better phrase. You guys eat the food and spread out and do the breeding and all that stuff. It's just occurred to me as well, I've probably got quite a lot of like zombie creatures. Oh, it went up a little bit. The population actually went up a little bit. A tiny little bit, but it did go up, which means they are occasionally breeding. Come on now. Come on. I can't wait until this game works perfectly. I really can't. It's going to be so much fun not to have to do this kind of thing. Come on, guys. Come on. I feel like the aquatic creatures have a similar problem to the one that the carnivores had until, like, the update that actually gave them the ability to survive. Instead of waiting around for something to die so they could eat the corpse, they would actively hunt things, and it's made carnivores viable. Oh god. Oh no. We've got a bunch of zombies. That's not a great. That's awful. It's not a good sign, like, at all. What is it that you're doing exactly? You're swimming past all that food to get to this particular piece of food. I think this down here, or maybe this. Does it want the kelp? I don't know. There's still only one species, and there's only 40 or so of them left. Where have they all gone? I've been saying I want them to spread out. Just noticed as well, all the islands are hot desert for some reason. When did... Huh. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Let's see if I can find a population that aren't zombies. Ah. There's one there that's not a zombie. One there that's not a zombie. Seem to be doing very well, but... Ah, look, there's an adult one there that's not a zombie. It also just had children. I'm going to speed it up. Full speed ahead! Oh, yeah, there are some of them that are sort of surviving. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about this either. So I've got a video where I've just done nothing for like an hour. An hour and 11 minutes I've been recording. But I don't know, sometimes I just like sharing with you guys the way things go. You know, give you guys a little bit of insight to what I go through several times a week with my video series, you know. Colony survival, scrap mechanic, this. Astroneer, I've got a series on at the moment. I finished up my World of Contraption series, so I'm open to suggestions if people want to give those. There's something I can do. I've got a lot of games that I keep mentioning that I brought and haven't installed, let alone played, so I might plow through those. Yeah. It's not like I'm ever going to be short on content. It's just that this particular content that I'm trying to do right now just refuses to be, like, adequate, I guess. Yeah, this is a slow old process. Okay, I'm going to have to stop there. I'm literally out of time. I've got things that I need to do in real life, and I've done none of them today because I've spent all morning trying to get this to be something that I can use as a video. And it is sort of almost barely, it's just... I wish I could have done the thing with the sharks and the small island and that, or at least, you know, set it up this week for next week. But I will continue to experiment and see what I can do. I'm gonna make a shark. I guess I'll save it there. That doesn't need to be saved anymore. So yeah, that's this week's episode of Species. I do apologise. I'm just out of time. I really am. I spent a whole week trying to get this up together, and it hasn't gone very well. And today it's been a fairly good indication of what I've been trying to do. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone who continues to support my content. I understand this particular edition of Species wasn't ideal. Again, not a lot I can do about it, I'm afraid. I'll work on it and maybe get back to you guys with something a little more interesting next week. And if you've got suggestions, there's a comment section for exactly that. So, yeah, with all that being said, I'm Son of Mowgef. This is Species. Come back Friday for more Astroneer. I've got a whole bunch of grinding to do to prepare for, Friday's episode of Astroneer. So, I guess I'm going to have to get and do that at some point. Either way, I'll see you soon.